Welcome to my presentation, Hard Data on Banking the Unbanked Through Cryptocurrency. This talk is written by Rucknium, the audio is voiced by Xenu. Financial tech apps are failing to serve the unbanked. Adults in the United States without bank accounts are far less likely to be using a payment app compared to other adults. Half as likely to have any sort of payment app, about a third as likely to have PayPal, and highly unlikely to have Venmo. This slow uptake of payment apps is notable because many commenters have been expecting fintech to create new, cost-effective, and convenient avenues of access for people without access to traditional banking accounts. Claire Green, Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, 2023. Is cryptocurrency the answer? A purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Satoshi Nakamoto, 2008. About me. I'm an empirical microeconomist affiliated with the Monero Research Lab. I research improvements to Monero's privacy and security using statistical analysis. Some of my work is funded by Monero's community crowdfunding system, the CCS, but the research in this talk was done unfunded on my own time. Slides and code are available at github.com/Rucknium. Banking the unbanked? Digital payments are increasingly important for accessing the necessities of modern life, but not everybody can get credit cards and bank accounts. In theory, cryptocurrencies can fill the digital payments gap for people on the margins of the financial system, but in practice, do people who lack traditional bank accounts actually tend to use cryptocurrency for payments? According to new high-quality data from the United States and EU, the answer may be yes. Research questions. Using data from rigorous surveys, what share of people are using cryptocurrencies at all? This is the extensive margin, available in USA and EU data. For people who use cryptocurrencies, how much are they spending? This is the intensive margin, available in EU data only. What are the general demographics, gender, age of people using cryptocurrencies? Controlling for demographics and country, do people with low access to the traditional financial system tend to use cryptocurrencies more? What motivates people to use cryptocurrencies as a means of payment? Data sources. United States, Survey of the Household Economics and Decision Making. Cryptocurrency questions in 2021, 2022, and 2023. EU, Study on the payment attitudes of consumers in the Euro area. Cryptocurrency questions in 2022. The surveys are conducted on behalf of the USA and EU central banks. We need quality data. There are some other data sets collected by private groups that focus on cryptocurrency users, but recruitment processes focus too much on cryptocurrency users can bias results. The survey methodology does not represent a statistical population. A small sample size means that few results are statistically significant. The United States and EU central bank surveys have rigorous, balanced recruitment processes, do not focus only on cryptocurrency users, have large sample sizes. Their survey methodology will be described in detail since I expect members of this audience will be skeptical of any data released by central banks. Limitations of this research. Compared to the rest of the world, a larger share of people are already banked in the United States and EU. Statistical methods here measure the association and correlation of variables, but not a measurement of X causing Y. We do not have a natural experiment or other circumstances that would allow interpretation of the results as causation. Lessons for promoting adoption are unclear. If a group is already using cryptocurrency more than other groups, maybe adoption efforts can focus on that group. But if a group uses cryptocurrency less, maybe that's an untapped market that would respond to adoption efforts. USA Shed, 2021 to 2023. Since 2013, the Federal Reserve Board has conducted the Survey of Household Economics and Decision Making, SHED, which measures the economic well-being of U.S. households and identifies potential risks to their finances. This survey includes modules on a range of topics and of current relevance to financial well-being, including credit access and behaviors, savings, retirement, economic fragility, and education and student loans. USA Shed methodology. The Shed is sponsored by the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Staff of the Federal Reserve Board wrote the survey questions in consultation with other Federal Reserve System staff, outside academics, and professional survey experts. Ipsos, a private consumer research firm, administered the survey using its Knowledge Panel, a a nationally representative probability-based online panel. Since 2009, Ipsos has selected respondents for Knowledge Panel based on address-based sampling. Shed respondents were then selected from this panel. According to Ipsos, 9.7% of individuals contacted to join Knowledge Panel agreed to join. Among those who agreed to join the panel, 61% completed the initial profile survey and became a panel member. Taking all the stages of recruitment together, the cumulative response rate was 4.1%. To increase survey participation and completion among hard-to-reach demographic groups, board staff and Ipsos used a targeted communication plan with monetary incentives. The target groups, young adults ages 18 to 29, adults with less than a high school degree, adults with household income under $50,000 who are under the age of 60, and those who are a race or ethnicity other than white, non-Hispanic, received additional email reminders during the field period, as well as additional monetary incentives. All survey respondents not in a target group received a $5 incentive payment after survey completion. Respondents in the target groups received a $15 incentive. The digital divide and other differences in internet usage could bias participation in online surveys, so recruited panel members who did not have a computer or internet access were provided with a laptop and access to the internet to complete the surveys. USA shed sample sizes. Survey respondents could stay in the sample from 1 year to the next. Most survey respondents stayed in the sample for only 1 year. The data is panel longitudinal with high attrition. Sample size. In 2021 was 11,400. In 2022 was 11,667. 3,752 total were also in the 2021 sample. In 2023 it was 11,400. 3,295 total were also in the 2021 sample. 3,870 total were also in the 2022 sample. I pulled together the responses for multiple years to increase the sample size. Each person's response is included only once if they are in the data in multiple years. USA Shed 2021 to 2023 cryptocurrency survey questions. Basic cryptocurrency questions added in 2021, added more cryptocurrency questions in 2022, removed a few cryptocurrency questions in 2023. No new ones were added. Question. In the past year, have you done the following with cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin or Ethereum? Bought cryptocurrency or held as an investment. Use cryptocurrency to buy something or make a payment. Use cryptocurrency to send money to friends or family. Cryptocurrency use. 9.3% of people have used cryptocurrency as investment or payment in the past year. Of those who have used cryptocurrency as investment or payment, 83% for investment only, 7% for payment only, 10% for both purposes. 1.4% use cryptocurrency to send money to friends or family. 0.4% use cryptocurrency to send money to friends or family living outside the United States. 0.3% use cryptocurrency to buy something in person. 1% use cryptocurrency to buy something online. 0.4% use cryptocurrency to pay a bill online. Using a cryptocurrency ATM. 0.6% used to convert cash to cryptocurrency. 1.1% used to withdraw cash. 0.4% used to make a payment. 0.7% used to send money to friends or family. Confounding correlations. We want to know if people with low access to the traditional financial system tend to use cryptocurrencies more, but we don't want to mismeasure the relationship between variables. We may mistake the influence of one variable for the influence of another one. This plot shows a visual correlation matrix of some of the main variables we are interested in. Every variable here has some correlation with every other variable. If we take the simple relationship between using cryptocurrency as payment and lacking a bank account, we may miss the relationship between those variables and age and gender. Older people are less likely to use cryptocurrency. They are also less likely to lack a bank account. Being careful about confounding variables. The correlations between demographics, cryptocurrency use, and use of the traditional financial systems can cause omitted variable bias. We use a statistical method to control for demographics and other confounding variables. Logistic regression. Logistic regression allows us to estimate how variables are associated with a difference in the odds of a person's choice to do something or not, or of any outcome. The odds provides a number that is easy to interpret even if the probability of something is low to begin with. For example, some environmental toxin may increase the odds of a rare cancer by 100%, going from 0.1% to 0.2% probability. People who are exposed to the environmental toxins still have a low chance of getting the rare cancer, but the odds are much higher. It makes sense to use odds instead of a raw probability because use of a cryptocurrency is rare. The odds of an event is the probability of the event happening divided by the probability of the event not happening. The results of the logistical regression will be given as people who have characteristic X have Z% higher or lower odds of doing Y, or 1 more year of age is associated with Z% higher or lower odds of doing Y. Remember that odds can decrease by 100% at most. Odds can increase to 1,000 or even 1,000,000%. Formally, the results will transform the beta hat estimated coefficients of the logistic regressions. The significant stars are for the beta hat coefficients. Single, double, and triple stars are for statistical significance at the 10%, 5%, and 1% levels, respectively. If a coefficient has no stars, it can basically be ignored in the results. Odds of owning cryptocurrency and payment use by gender and age. This first logistical regression estimates the relationship between gender, age, and using cryptocurrency. Men have 133% higher odds of using cryptocurrency as an investment compared to women. They also have 98% higher odds of using cryptocurrency as payment. Next, 1 more year of age decreases the odds of using cryptocurrency as an investment by about 3%. 1 more year of age decreases the odds of using cryptocurrency as a payment by about 4%. Today, cryptocurrency is a young man's game. Let's look at the association between using traditional banking and cryptocurrency as payment. Controlling for gender and age, not having a bank account increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 61%. Lacking a credit card also increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment, but by a lower 36%. We see stronger association for using non-bank checking. Buying a non-bank money order increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 270%. Cashing a check at a non-bank service provider increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 200%. Next up is using non-bank loans. The numbers are even larger here. Getting a payday loan increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by over 600%. Getting an auto or pawn shop loan increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by over 600% too. Using buy now, pay later at retail stores increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 300%. Getting an advance on your tax refund increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 850%. Access to formal sources of credit is another way to measure financial marginalization. If you have an excellent or good credit score, you are less likely to use cryptocurrency as payment, about 40 to 60% lower odds. This could suggest that poor credit history pushes people to see cryptocurrency as an alternative. Next, applying and being rejected for credit increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 225%. Saying that you have experienced any discrimination in society increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 120%. Saying that you have experienced any discrimination specifically in banking increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 260%. Reasons for using cryptocurrency as payment. Question: what was the main reason you used cryptocurrency to buy something, make a payment, or send money? These are mutually exclusive reasons. Respondents had to choose just one main reason. The table ranks the responses by most common to least. The recipient preferring cryptocurrency was the top reason, 24%. Sending money faster was the number 2 reason, at 20%. Privacy was 18%. Because cryptocurrency is cheaper is ranked 4th, at 13%. Safer was 9%, and don't trust banks was at 5%. US Shed Summary. Most people who have used cryptocurrency are using it as an investment instead as a means of payment. Being young and male is associated with cryptocurrency utilization. There were a lot of ways to measure financial marginalization, from having a bank account to getting payday loans. Almost every metric showed that people who are on the fringes of the traditional financial system are more likely to use cryptocurrency as payment. EU Space. The study on the payment attitudes of consumers in the Euro area, space, looks at how customers use different payment methods in Euro area countries. It also explores their payment preferences and perceptions concerning access to and acceptance of these means of payment. SPACE helps the European Central Bank to understand consumer demand and evolving market trends and facilitates the implementation of the Eurosystem's cash and payments strategies. The study was first conducted in 2019 and follow-up space studies will be carried out on a regular basis to continue our research on payment trends. EU space methodology. The fieldwork was carried out by the market research company Cantor Public in 17 of the 19 Euro area countries, i.e., with the exception of Germany and the Netherlands. Germany and Netherlands conduct their own similar survey, but that data isn't included in space. There is a general questionnaire and a one-day diary of purchases. Space 2022 was a mixed-mode survey. Recruitment and interviews were conducted in two different modes: computer-assisted telephone interview and computer-assisted web interview. EU Space 2022 sample size: 39,766 total respondents. 7,371 online purchases recorded in the one-day purchasing diary. Respondents were supposed to exclude recurring payments like phone bills. Each respondent could record up to 10 online purchases in the one-day diary. EU cryptocurrency use. 3.6% of people have cryptocurrency. Of those who have cryptocurrency, they have it for these purposes: 63% for investment only, 13% for payment only, 24% for both purposes. Here is a plot of the share of people owning cryptocurrency ranked by country. Notice the confidence intervals. The country ranks are fuzzy. Luxembourg and Slovenia are ranked at the top with about 8% of people owning cryptocurrency. Lithuania and Italy are in the bottom with about 2% of people owning cryptocurrency. We have a lot of variation here, so we will use country as a control variable in the logistic regressions later. Here is the same graph, but specifically for use of cryptocurrency as a means of payment. The numbers range from 3% to 1%. We have regression results for cryptocurrency use by gender and age. Like in the USA, men are more likely to use cryptocurrency as investment or payment. The gender divide is more lopsided in investment activities than payment activities. In other words, women are less likely to use cryptocurrency as a means of payment than men, but they are much less likely to buy cryptocurrency as an investment than men.
In the EU data, older people are less likely to get involved in cryptocurrency.
Gender and investment. Is the gender divide for using cryptocurrency as an investment unique to cryptocurrency? The survey also asked if respondents had stocks, mutual fund shares, bonds, or similar financial investment products. Odds of having a traditional financial investment by gender and age. According to the results, men are much more likely to have a traditional financial investment. People answering other to the gender question were less likely to have a traditional investment. With traditional financial investment, we see opposite results on age compared to cryptocurrency. Each additional year of age increases the odds of having a traditional financial investment by 1%. Now looking at the association between having traditional banking services and using cryptocurrency as payment. Lacking credit and debit cards increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as payment by 40%. There are no stars on the lax payment amount coefficient, so it is not statistically significant in this regression. The EU data does not have much data on financial marginalization because this survey focuses on payments. The USA survey had a broader set of subjects on overall financial health. So let's move on to analyzing the EU data on cash and cashless preferences. Payment preference: cash versus cashless. The EU Space Survey did not ask why cryptocurrency users use it for payment. Cryptocurrency is supposed to be peer-to-peer electronic cash, permissionless to spend and receive. Ownership is based on possession, not identity documents. No need to have an account with any institution. How do attitudes toward cash interact with cryptocurrency use as payment? Survey question: if you were offered various payment methods in a shop, what would be your preference? Cash, card, or other cashless payment, or no preference? Payment preference. Preferring to pay cash is associated with lower odds of using cryptocurrency as payment. For cryptocurrency users, this may mean that the preference to pay with electronic forms of payment overwhelms any of the permissionless characteristics of cash. Advantages of cash. For you personally, what are the three most important advantages of cash as compared with card payments? If respondents said that quick payment was an advantage of cash, their odds of using cryptocurrency as payment were 50% higher. People who like that cash protects privacy had 57% greater odds of using cryptocurrency as payment. This result is related to what we saw in the USA data. Many cryptocurrency users saw its perceived privacy as a main reason to pay with it. For some reason, people who listed cash's advantage of keeping you aware of how much you spend had lower odds of using cryptocurrency as payment. Behavior: cash reserves. Some people like to keep cash at home or somewhere else for various reasons, as precautionary reserve or as an alternative way of saving? Do you personally keep extra cash that is not in your wallet, purse, or pocket? Roughly, how much cash do you generally keep at home or somewhere else that is not in your wallet, purse, or pocket? People who have at least cash reserves are more likely to use cryptocurrency as payment. People who have large cash reserves are especially likely to use cryptocurrency as payment. Having more than 10,000 euro in cash increases the odds of using cryptocurrency as a means of payment by 420%. One day online payments diary. Please report any online payments you personally made. Please exclude any regular recurring payments such as rent, telephone or utility bills, or subscriptions, streaming services, newspapers, etc. How did you pay for this purchase? Online payments diary. Purpose. Charitable donations were much more likely to be made with cryptocurrency. A payment for charitable purchases had over 900% higher odds of being paid with cryptocurrency. Purchases of luxury goods was negatively associated with cryptocurrency use. The negative 100% means that none of the luxury goods purchased in the data was purchased with cryptocurrency. Purchasing financial products like insurance, investments, and crypto assets was highly associated with being paid for with cryptocurrency. I interpret this as people counting trades of crypto to crypto as purchases made with cryptocurrency. Purchases of household-related services like repairs, home renovation, car services also had higher odds of being made with cryptocurrency. Online payments diary. Payment amount. I looked at whether the payment amount for cryptocurrency payments were smaller or larger than purchases made with other forms of payment. Neither the mean nor median were statistically different. The mean payment amount in the data was about 60 euro. The median was 25 euro. Total value of cryptocurrency online payments in the EU. We can multiply the payments diary sample by each country's population to estimate the total value of cryptocurrency that was spent in online transactions for goods and services in 2022 in the EU. This is the first reliable estimate of aggregate cryptocurrency spending in a large geographic region that I am aware of. The estimate is 4.1 billion euro. The 90% confidence interval is 1.7 to 6.6 billion euro. EU space summary. Some evidence that people who do not access traditional banking are more likely to use cryptocurrency as a means of payment. People who like cash for its speed and privacy are more likely to use cryptocurrency as a means of payment. Donating to charitable causes is associated with cryptocurrency use. Give me a one-handed economist. All my economists say, on the one hand, then, but on the other. President Harry S. Truman. This would not be a balanced presentation if I didn't give both good and bad news for cryptocurrency. Pessimistic picture for overall cryptocurrency adoption as a means of payment. In the EU, in 2022, 1.3% of people used cryptocurrency as payment. In the United States, cryptocurrency as payment actually decreased. In 2021, from 1.8%, in 2022 to 1.7%, and in 2023 to 1.4%. Another data set. We will use the USA Survey and Diary of Consumer Payment Choice, also managed by the Federal Reserve. Compared to the SHED data, there is a smaller sample size, about 4,000 per year, but it asks about cryptocurrency ownership for many years, from 2015 to 2023, and the main reason for ownership. SHED only asked why cryptocurrency was used as payment specifically, not why it was owned at all. Survey questions. Do you own any cryptocurrency? If yes, please tell us your primary reason for owning cryptocurrency. I use it to buy goods and services in the United States. I use it to make remittances or other international payments. It is an investment. It allows me to make payments anonymously. It uses secure blockchain technology to prevent loss and fraud. I am interested in new technologies. I do not trust banks. I do not trust the government or US dollar. Other. For data display, some categories are grouped together. The top chart shows the percentage of people in the United States who own cryptocurrency. From 2015 to 2017, only about 0.5% owned cryptocurrency. Keep this low percentage in mind when interpreting the data on reasons for owning cryptocurrency, which will come from a small number of people in those early years, subject to greater statistical uncertainty. The 2017 to 2018 boom in cryptocurrency value increased the percentage to 2% for the 2018 to 2019 survey years. During a second boom in 2020, the percentage rose to about 10%, where it has stayed, or even decreased a little in 2023. Next is the primary reasons for owning cryptocurrency. In early years, the investment motivation was one of many important reasons, shown as the orange line here. By 2021, investment dominated the list of reasons, with 80% saying it was the primary reason. Decreases in the investment reason in 2022 and 2023 coincided with a bust in the market capitalization of cryptocurrency. The yellow line in the chart tracks the percentage of people saying payments was the primary reason for owning cryptocurrency. It bounced around a lot in the first 3 years of the data. Then it settled at around 8% in 2018 to 2019. In the most recent years, the percentage has been about 2%. The blue line in the chart tracks the percentage of people saying that the primary reason for owning cryptocurrency is because they didn't trust banks, the government, or the US dollar.
It followed a path similar to the payments line, bouncing around, then 5 to 10%, and now 2% in recent years.
Conclusion. There is strong evidence in the United States and some evidence in the EU that people who are marginalized from mainstream financial services turn to cryptocurrency to serve their needs. Privacy is a priority for users of cryptocurrency. These themes fit with the Monero project's mission to provide confidential, censorship-resistant, low-cost, peer-to-peer electronic cash for the world. Population-wide adoption of cryptocurrency as a means of payment is low. Using cryptocurrency as a means of payment may remain a niche activity for the foreseeable future. We will now go to the Q&A session. Thank you.